Welcome to the Awesome. I'm Big Roy, and this is Marvel Strike Force. So we're picking back up again on the Dark Dimension 3 character guide for free-to-play or light spenders. If you haven't watched part 1 that covered the global characters, make sure you go check that out first so you can be up to speed. Alright, so now we're going to look at Cosmic. There are a lot of good choices in global, not as many in Cosmic, but still pretty good. Of course, we'll start off with Minerva. She was the hero in Fear the Darkness. I'm sure she will do fantastic in this mode as well. She's going to carry the heavy load, doing the massive amount of 15% damage with her ultimate. 15% health, steal that, and give it to your guys, so it's going to completely heal your team. And then she's got the res. And that's why she's only going to be available for 25 to 50% of the next Dark Dimension mode, because she is so good. But yeah, you definitely have to get her. There's no way you're going to do it without her. Or you can do it without her, but it'll be a lot harder. Hopefully I can get mine up to 6 yellow, make it a lot easier. Mine was pretty understarred when I did Fear the Darkness, and it made it kind of tough in some spots. So hopefully I can at least get those 11 shards to get her to 6. And then we got her at 4 reds. I'd say probably the super bare minimum would be 5 yellow and 3 reds, but it's going to be very painful doing like that. So try to get her as starred as you can and promote her up to at least 4 red stars if she's not already there. Good news, she only needs 4 of the new parts that use the new pieces. From here, of course, the bad news is she is tech, which Ultron takes tons of those, and then some of the other good characters. So you're going to need tons of tech, so I hope your luck and my luck goes very well on those popping up in the stores. I already have her ready to go with this unique piece, so I'm going to put this on her now, get 6,000 extra health and some other good stats. So she's good to go on that. So she just needs the 4 new pieces, and she's going to carry a lot of the load. Now we're going to try to build the rest of her team around her, keeping her alive and feeding her energy so she can do her thing. Next up, we're going to do Invisible Woman. Some good points about her. She only has 3 of the pieces that use the new stuff. So that makes her faster to farm, and she's bio, so thankfully not tech. Also on unique, there's no competition for those pieces, so it's not going to be a super hard farm for that. Now the downsides is her ultimate has kind of a long cooldown. If you can get that extra energy feed, that'll help with that. But her special also removes negative effects, gives stealth and defense up, so that's very nice. Help with the survivability. So she's an excellent choice. In my situation, it's kind of iffy if I'll get her to 7 by the time the next time the event comes around, because my shocker still needs like 200 shards. So we'll have to see on that. I might have to do some extra farming on him to get him there. And then she's only 3 red stars. You usually want to have a minimum of 4 red stars. So we'll have to see when it comes out to see if I can get away with that. Otherwise, I might have to promote her to that 4th red star just so she has the survivability. Alright, next up is a very good choice is Hela. That's who Chewburger84, one of his suggestions in his excellent guide. That's more geared towards people that are willing to spin. A lot in some cases. The huge problem with her is she's not farmable. They're going to have to make her super farmable so you get the stars on her. I'd have a super long way to go if I wanted to use her. So unless they put her like in Arena or Blitz Store or something like that, made her super farmable, probably not an option for me. But if you went super hard on her blitzes and or if you bought some of her packs and you're closer, she's a definite good choice. If you can have her survive, because she has this summon that gets resummoned every time it dies, and it heals on death. So that's a very good thing. That's going to eat a lot of damage from the other team and get you some extra healing on yours. And also, she can apply Disrupted, which is very nice. On her basic, it attacks the most injured, ignoring taunt. So if you get stuck behind taunts, that can help a little extra damage. So that's always nice. And then, of course, her ultimate, Clear Death Proof, attack all enemies, and then can spread up to 4 negative effects, which is very good. especially if you bring in some of the other characters. So I would love to take her in, but they're going to have to make her super farmable. We will see. Next up, who I'd love to take in, but he is tech, so it's going to be very tough to bring him in, and that's Star-Lord. Good points is he only needs 4 of the pieces that use the new stuff, and I'm only 7 carbonadium away. He's 5 red stars. He was fantastic in Fear the Darkness, feeding energy to Minerva and blinding, and he's got the extra damage with his ult. So I would love to take him in, but we'll have to see if I get the tech pieces to do that. Alright, Rocket, probably not, unless you have him like at 6 or 7 red stars. Even then, you don't really need as much damage if you have Minerva. You just want to basically keep everyone alive, especially her, and then she can do her thing. Another good choice will be Groot. I'll probably take him in even if I don't take Star-Lord in. He is bio. He's got the death proofs. He's got the defense up. He removes debuffs, and even his basic hits pretty hard because he has high damage. Even at tier 11, he's 12,600 something damage. Plus mine's 5 red stars, so very good choice. It's probably the best use of the alien spores. So I'm most likely going to take him in. We'll see how the pieces fall. So we are probably going to need a tank. Not a lot of choices. Chewburgers suggested Sif, who isn't even out. We don't know how we're going to get her. Knowing Fox Next, they'll just drop her in Blitz and say to have fun with it. So, I mean, that's out of the question if you're free to play or a light spender. So probably our best choice will be Thanos. He does have quite a bit of health. Mine is at 4 red, 7 yellow, 196k, only at tier 11. He's got the energy feed, he's got the AoE damage, and heals himself. The big thing he's lacking is defense up because his armor's so low, but if we have Invisible Woman and or Groot in there, that will cover that. So he's going to end up being probably my tank. The downside is he uses Palladium, so I'm going to need tons of that because I will most likely be taking Daredevil in, but we'll cover that when I do City. Alright, so other choices. Captain Marvel, maybe if she's 6 or 7 res, but once again, we don't need pure damage as much since we have Minerva. She's going to end up doing more damage than almost anyone just with that ult, because 15% health away from everything is just amazing. Drax, probably not good enough to do it. Thanos is going to be a better choice in pretty much every situation. Now, if you do have Hela, an option would be Mordo. Reason being, every time her summon dies, he's going to heal himself. And since it is Mystic, I would assume it's going to also give him energy. So he's constantly going to be getting energy and healing himself. So he can keep stunning, perhaps, and blinding others. And then keep heal block up at almost all times. So that's a very decent choice if you have Hela. So we'll see with that. Loki, another good choice, especially if you have Hela. He's got the mind control, so you're going to use that massive damage they have against them. And defense down, which you can spread with Hela's ult. And then plus he's got the extra stealth and other summons. So that's going to cut down the incoming damage. Other choices might be Ronin, if you have high red stars. You could ability block, and once again, if you have Hela, you could spread that to everyone. That'd be very nice. He can also clear debuffs with his special and get some more summons as cannon fodder. He wouldn't be my top choice, but hey, if you got the high red stars, he very well might be a good choice. And if you have the other Asgardians with Hela, Thor might be an option if you have high reds on him, because he's gonna, like all Asgardians, he's gonna have the self-heal that's boosted by other Asgardians. Plus he's gonna be good damage. He has the stun that could almost stun everything if you get lucky. But once again, we don't need tons of damage because we got Minerva. We basically just want to protect and keep her alive so she can do her thing. So Cosmic, not as many good choices on that as we did with Global, but it's still pretty good. That is going to do it. Make sure you join my Discord. Check out the Strikeforce Masters of Launch. Also, if you haven't checked out Chewburger84's guide, you can check that out also. That's at alternerdreality.com and the Marvel Strikeforce section. And until next time, stay tuned and stay awesome.